So my name is Ashim Patil. I am the founder of Infotech Software and Systems. We are popularly known as iTech RFID. Today we are going to talk about some use cases of RFID item level tagging implementation, which we have done for some uh, apparel retailers, footwear retailers, and many such formats in retail. Uh, A little bit about our company. We are more than 2 decades old. We are a Tech Mahindra associate company. Tech Mahindra has investment in us, and the strategic investment is to promote our solutions in the Europe and the US market. We have been, everybody knows FASTag, so we have got more than 60% market share today in FASTags, the FASTag supply, and we are also into the Indian customs container sealing for all the exporters. So more than 4,000 exporters today in the country which are using our RFID seals for their export containers. We are in the business of identification and tracking, and we have done identification and tracking right from the statue of Unity, Sardar Patel statue. So every bronze panel has got 2 RFID tags on it. We have done RFID tracking for railway wagons, for vehicles, for containers, for wedding invitation, for documents, apparel, jewelry, so on and so forth. Our retail journey started 6 years ago when we started a POC in one of the largest retailers in the country. So far, we have done regional rollouts for some UK-based brands, 2 top Indian brands, and we are doing POCs in jeans, footwear, grocery, household, and also digital electronic formats. A little bit about the case study. So this case study, which I'm going to present here in the next few slides, is we started the journey with a POC with 1 store and 1 DC with 4 SAP interfaces. We did the POC for 6 months. Then we went to a pilot for 5 stores, 1 DC with many more SAP interfaces, and the pilot ran for almost 12 months. And now we are in the process of a regional rollout followed by a national rollout. This is for the one of the largest retailers, apparel retailers in the country today. What we achieved here is, the inventory accuracy went from 70% to 99.96% in the store. The omni-channel fulfillment was around 75 to 80%, which is now 100%. The picking time for omni-channel, which was typically 24 to 48 hours, has come down to less than a minute. The safety stock, which is one of the key criteria for omni-channel fulfillment, reason why most of the DCs, most of the orders are routed to the DC, is brought down from 2 to 0. The time taken for inventory, which was done annually or twice in a year, has been reduced to 2 hours from 2 to 4 days. The shrinkages have been reduced, and so on and so forth. A lot of impact when it comes to cost optimization, operational efficiency, and now we are in the process of enriching the customer experience with smart mirrors and smart trial rooms and all. I'll be talking about it in the next slides. Few of the pain points which we identified for retailers while they are developing our RFID solution, it was entry at the barriers at the entry, long queues. The product hunting was a challenge, stock outs was a challenge. The customers were unattended because the associates were busy with other mundane tasks. The fitting room, there was a lot of dissatisfaction, and there were long queues at the checkouts. So what we came out was with the RFID, and these are the 4 RFID tag options which our retailers are today selecting from. We are agnostic of the form factor. You can go with a hard tag, which is a dual interface tag. You can go with a RFID label, a RFID hang tag, or a wash care label, which brands like Decathlon and many more, Superdry and all are using today. So a little bit, we can share this slide with you. I have to finish in 10 minutes, so I'll be quick. So we have a brief, we leave it up to the customer, what form factor suits them most. So we are completely agnostic to the RFID tag form factor. And we have done comparison on some 14, 15 points, and I'll be more than happy to share you the details of this slide, or you can visit us at our booth to discuss this in much more detail. Another important aspect which the decision for RFID implementation is where you are going to attach the tag and where the encoding is going to happen. Encoding of the tag means the serialization of the EN number of the barcode onto the RFID tag. So we have various options. It can be done at the manufacturer or the DC or at the retail store. We have 5 different options and methods in which the RFID tagging can happen. We are ready to get into a consulting and workshop mode with you to decide the right fit for you. Option 1 is something which is used by the brands like Decathlon. Option 2 is used like brands like Zara. Option 3 is one of the largest Indian retailer who is using it. Option 4 is a UK retailer we are doing, and so on and so forth. I can speak about this in much more detail on a one-to-one session if required. Our solution basically is divided into various modules. So this is the tagging and encoding module. So we have 5 or 6 different ways in which the RFID tag can be attached and encoded. I have got some videos for you for the live. So we have a station, a printing station, a scan station, a shell and a belt. Shell is basically RFID cabinet, which is like an RFID Almira, and belt is a smart conveyor belt used for RFID tagging. I'll just show you some videos. So this is from an actual site where you can see a barcode being scanned and RFID tag being encoded. So what we have, can you reduce the volume a bit? What we have, the white flatbed, which is basically a RFID antenna. The tag is attached inside the apparel. So in the process of scanning the barcode, the antenna beneath is encoding the RFID tag in a serialized manner. Another way is using a handheld device. Here you can see the barcode is being scanned, and inside the shirt there is a RFID tag attached. RFID does not need line of sight. You just scan the barcode and encode the RFID tag. So this is the method in store where you can do the RFID tag attachment and encoding. This is to be done singularly, but we also have bulk encoding processes. So if you see, these are our smart shells used in DCs and for tagging at source, where an entire carton filled with RFID tagged items, up to 60 to 100 items in one carton, can be bulk encoded and tagged in a single go. We also have smart conveyor belts. Our journey started 6 years back with a POC with version 1.0, and today we are in version 2.1. This is actually the 2.1 is actually the photograph from the Bhiwandi DC of Superdry of Reliance Brands in Mumbai, where we have implemented this solution, where you can see and that is what we are doing in RFID, and the serialization can be done in the bulk encoding the method, and this is all on the global GS1 standard, nothing proprietary in this. Then we have the inventory solution. Inventory can be taken by handhelds, by flow devices, by robots, by portals, and many other ways. I can just show you a video of inventory being taken, and the handheld is picking up whatever is around. So typically in a store which is having around 50,000 apparel and around 7,000 square feet or 6,000 square feet, the inventory is done in by 1 or 2 handhelds in around 1.5 to 2 hours. So that is the speed of inventory. So our customers are now moving from annual inventories to thrice a week, or in some cases also daily inventory. Omni-channel, we talked about omni-channel search. So we have something called as a Geiger search. So when an omni-channel pick list is being done, you just key in the EAN number, and as you walk towards the apparel, the Geiger will guide you towards the right apparel so that you are not doing wrong shipments and all. So this is why our omni-channel fulfillment has risen from 80% to 100% in most of our customer locations. We have something like iTech Flow, I'll just skip this for now. We have got DC robots and trolleys for inventory taking. You just walk through the trolley in the DC and everything in the boxes is being picked up. These are some of the trials we are doing. This DC has got 70 lakh items in it, tagged items, and we are doing the inventory for them. Then we have the user experience, fitting room and smart mirrors and all. Just a small. This is a POC which we have done.
The customer is coming to the trial room. The two pieces of garment.
The RFID tagged items, all the items are detected on the screen. And
Now I'm trying the store.
Upselling,
I can see the different shapes and sizes to style with the cloth. This is how it looks like. I can see that. I want to put it on my social media post for the feedback for the product to come buying.
I'll just skip it because I am running out of time. Then we have a very interesting trial room analytic which we did for a customer where we are giving them a fitting room conversion analytic wherever what is attracting the eyeball and what is the conversion rate. So we have found that there are many apparel which are always picked up and go to the trial room, but they are never bought. And some items have a 100% conversion rate. So this is helping our customers to. So this is the kind of report which we are generating for the trial room analytics using RFID. Then of course the smart point of sale where, so in a singulated one, we are doing it in a much faster and double the speed. And we also have something called as self-checkout or assisted checkout smart wells in which the RFID point of sale can happen. Of course, the loss prevention also is using RFID, which we can do with overhead antennas. These are some of the pictures of Superdry store in Malad, in Palladium Mall in Mumbai. And then, of course, we have our cloud application, which is the heart of the system. We have different dashboards for the DC, dashboards for the management, dashboard at the store level. Our Android application basically is divided into 5 modules: inventory, movement, encoding, information, and the security. And there is much more on the handled application which can be done apart from inventory. We are also, when our customers are using hard tags, there are 2 types of tag. One is a tag which goes out with the apparel, and second is a tag which is removed at the point of sale. This is called a hard tag, and it is reused. You can tag typically has a life of 10 years to 50 years and 100,000 write endurance cycle. You can use it 1 lakh times. So what we are doing is the tag refurbishment for our customers. When a tag is being removed from every point of sale, we collect them, we bring it back to our DC, and then we are repackaging them, refurbishing them, reserializing them, and sending it back to our customers, suppliers, or the vendors, or at the source. And the same cycle continues for the recirculation of the tag, and this all we are managing in less than 1 rupee for our customers. So if they are using a consumable RFID tag, it is costing them 3 to 5 rupees per consumable. But if they are using a reusable tag, we are managing it in less than a rupee. Of course, the capital cost is much higher in this case. The KPIs, this is our track record on the extreme right. I can share you this slide, but these are typically the retailer expectations which we get. I am already over time. A typical implementation cycle will be with a consulting workshop and followed by POCs, pilots, and rollouts. So we are more than keen to get into a consulting mode with no commitments attached. Please feel free to connect with us for the same. These are few of the typical POCs. This is something which we did at Pantaloon, Aditya Birla. We have just handed over 1 store in Borivali. So if you happen to be in Mumbai, you can always visit Pantaloon Borivali store, which has got 70,000 apparel, all tagged with RFID. The trial rooms are RFID. The inventory is happening with RFID. The point of sale is RFID. Everything in and around that store. More than 10 to 12 use cases are RFID, which we just handed over. And it all started with a workshop like this. Thank you very much for your attention, and we are just outside. I and my colleagues will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you so much. Thank you.